All right, let's get this party started. Let's have a conversation. Hello, Kathleen. So welcome everybody as you're joining. So this is, hold on, I gotta fix something. You didn't see that, did you? Okay, I'm kind of a geek when it comes to clean things. So hello, Kathleen. Hi, Justine. So we're gonna have a conversation about fear. Hello, my friends. And really, like when you're feeling the fear and the fear you're feeling and what to do with it. So it's just on a live call with a bunch of people, and a lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh, my body's feeling symptoms, or I'm getting depressed, or I'm getting worried." And it's so interesting because I actually was writing a chapter in the book this morning where I was talking about the difference between fear and excitement. And it's so fascinating because fear and excitement are the exact same vibration. The exact same vibration. So literally, fear and excitement are like, right? Hands, palms get sweaty, hearts start beating, things start racing. You might get like, closed throat, or you might feel like you're going to throw up, or you might feel like you just got hit in the stomach. And you have all of this energy racing through your body. Well, 99% of the time, when that much energy is racing through our bodies, we tend to identify that energy as fear. So let's say you're going on stage for the first time. We don't go, "I'm so excited!" Even if I fuck it up, I'm so excited. We go, "Oh my God, I'm afraid." Right? When we're going on a first date, we're like, "Oh my God, I'm terrified," right? But are you actually terrified, or are you excited to see where that date could go, what the possibilities are, right? And so it's fascinating because literally the fear and excitement, exact same freaking vibration. Exact same freaking vibration. And 99% of the time we go, "Oh my God, it must be fear." And so I've been dealing with a lot of people, and a lot of people have been coming to me because they know I work on bodies, they know I do what I do in the world, and they're like, "Oh my God, I think I have the coronavirus, my throat's swelling up, or I feel like I have an elephant on my chest, or my lungs are burning and I'm really hurting." And I never assume that I know anything about anybody's body or anyone's situation. I'm always willing to ask and go, "Hey, like, what, hey, like, do you actually," and I asked somebody today, I said, "Do you actually have the coronavirus?" And they're like, "I don't think so. I'm just freaking out." And I was like, right. So is that freak out yours? And so here's the deal, my friends. We are these amazing, vibrant, incredible, intuitive beings. And, I, was always an intuitive being, but the only area of my life where I let myself be that intuitive was sports. Right. So I played soccer and volleyball in high school. Right there, I think there's a high school friend. Hello, stranger. And so I would always use my intuition on the soccer field, on the volleyball court. When it came to sports, I was willing to be where the ball was going before the ball was going there. And I had this really incredible capacity to do that. And the truth is, almost all of us have these psychic abilities. Well, we also have these abilities to pull fear out of other people because we don't want anyone to suffer. Aren't we cute? Aren't we cute? We don't want anyone to suffer. So we're like, "Oh my gosh, I don't want anyone to suffer. So if no one has to suffer, I'm strong enough, I'm resilient enough, I'll take the hit and I'll be the one who suffers," right? And then what ends up happening is just a whole bunch of stuff that actually doesn't work. And so, my friends, there's nothing wrong with you. There's never been anything wrong with you. But if you're feeling the symptoms of coronavirus, if you're feeling fear, if you're feeling depression, anxiety, what do you do with it? Okay, so I want to come on here and just give you a few simple tools of what to do and how to navigate it. And so if you're feeling the fear, the first thing you want to ask, and this is a tool from Access Consciousness, go to accessconsciousness.com. There are people from all over the world that are here to help you through these hard times, right? Like, help you navigate, how do you come out on the other side of this knowing that you're going to be more than fine. Okay. And so one of the things that we do is, if you're feeling fear, is this fear or is this excitement? You're like, "Oh my God, it's exciting." Now, I'm not saying the coronavirus is exciting. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you are experiencing energy in your body and you immediately want to label it as fear, it might actually be excitement. But if indeed you are convinced that it is fear, and you ask the question, is this fear or excitement? And you're like, oh, it's fear. Katherine, it's definitely fear. I'm for sure afraid. And you're convinced that that's true for you. I'm not harping you because I have been scared, right? I'm like, oh my God, what's my life going to be like? And so the thing you want to ask is, okay, how many people am I aware of right now that are scared, that are afraid, that are uncertain, that are depressed, that are panicking, right? And so you want to ask that. And so what you want to do is lower your barriers and you just want to ask, wow, is this fear mine? Who does this fear belong to? And if you're like, oh my God, my neighbor's been stressed, they got laid off yesterday, my friend might lose their house, people are losing their jobs, I'm in the restaurant industry and everyone I know in the restaurant industry is losing their job. Like, you guys, you're connected. And so whether you admit it or not, you are aware of the emotions and feelings of other people around you. You're aware of your children, of your spouse, of your friends. I am aware of emotions and feelings of people on the other side of the world that I'm connected to, and I can feel them. And so I've had my fair share of getting these waves of like, oh my God, do I have to be worried? Oh my God, is there? And I'm like, oh, it's not mine. So the first thing you want to ask first is this fear or excitement? The second thing you want to ask is this mine, or who does it belong to? If it lightens up at all and you're like, oh my gosh. And then the third thing you want to ask is, who or what am I healing, right, that I'm not acknowledging? And so oftentimes we will try to take fear, take pain, take suffering out of other people's bodies. And so I actually talk about this, not in this book, but I have another book coming out. I'm kind of writing 2 books at the moment, which is why it's been a big deal, right? And so this book, this one was like, no, we need to be first. So I've been scrambling to get it ready. But in the second book, one of the things that I talk about my story with eating disorder and hating my body and like spending 20 years with what I call a psychic antenna, I had this psychic antenna up. And so my antenna and my belief system was that I was fat and ugly. Now, if anyone knows me, and it started at the age of 15. Okay, so at the age of 15, I had 6% body fat. I was an incredible athlete. I was very athletic. I was really strong. I loved my body. I didn't think twice about it. I ate whatever I wanted. And then an incident happened, and then I all of a sudden became a different person. And I would look in the mirror and I would see this fat and ugly person. I would see somebody that no one else could see what I thought was real. And so for 20 years, I had this psychic antenna up of like, oh my God, I hate my body. 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 I was that was real. And I also couldn't that was true. And so guess what? I would go on these like long journeys, and this part is in my current book that'll be out soon, is the journey of like, of, oh my gosh, I'm fat and ugly. Oh my gosh, I'm fat and ugly. And I would entertain this thought. But the thing that I realized is I was never able to stop the thought. And so if you can't stop the fear, it's not yours. And so as I went about with my psychic antenna about judgment and body image and self-esteem and not enough around, I was literally picking up from around me, right, all of their fears, all of their judgments, all of their thoughts, and all of their insecurities about their body, about their self-esteem, about their appearance, and about their weight. And so since I didn't want to know that I was really good at working with bodies, my psychic antenna was up to pull all of the pain and suffering out of people's bodies, but I didn't know it. So then I thought that those were my thoughts. I thought that those were my fears. I thought that those were my feelings. And So you guys relate to this. Hearts up, thumbs up if you can relate to it. And if you know somebody that could really listen to this message today, please give it a share. Share it on a page. Yay, no worry, no judgment. Exactly. And so as long as I was in this judgmental cycle, I was going down this massive depressive rabbit hole that I could never stop. And so if you can't stop a negative thought, a negative feeling, a negative emotion, something that makes you feel heavy, something that doesn't make you feel good, something that stresses you out, and you can't stop the thought isn't yours. Really, truly, it's not yours. And so I went down this crazy rabbit hole. And so what I was looking at today with people who are really susceptible to people's depression or suicidal thoughts, or people who are really susceptible to fear and the fear of being trapped inside and dying alone, right? All of those things are valid, but the issue is they're just not real. And they're also not yours. And so the three things is this fear or excitement. If you get, it's fear, oh my God, I'm going to have a panic attack, I'm going to have an anxiety attack, I'm going to die in my apartment alone, I'm going to die in my house alone. Okay, and you're buying the fear, then you go, cool, who does this fear belong to? And if you're like, oh my God, my mom's been afraid, my neighbor's been afraid, my grandma's been afraid, like whatever that is, oh, okay, it's not mine. That's a tool from Access Consciousness. Go to accessconsciousness.com for more information because there's an amazing wealth of resources. Number 3 is, oh man, I just lost it. Is this mine? Oh, and then number 3 is who or what am I healing? Who or what am I taking the pain, suffering, depression, fear out of? And how many people on the planet are afraid right now? And so, my friends, if you are one of those strong-willed people that's like, I can do anything, I can do anything, I can do anything, and you're like, oh my God, I feel pathetic. Oh my God, I don't feel like I'm enough. And you go into these judgmental rabbit holes, chances are you're one of the people that literally will take the pain and suffering out of other people's bodies. You'll take the pain and suffering out, and then because you're not acknowledging you're taking the pain and suffering out of their body, it feels real. So you'll get symptoms of like an elephant on your chest. You might get symptoms of your throat closing down, right? A tickle, or you get symptoms of feeling like your lungs are burning. And so all of those symptoms are simply your body's way to communicate with you that you're aware and that you've always known and that there's nothing wrong with you. Hi, my friends, right? And that there's nothing wrong with you. And so the truth is there's nothing wrong with you. There's never, ever, 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 ever been anything wrong with you. Yeah. Ever, ever, ever been anything wrong with you. And so if you're feeling the fear, one of the things is, wow, okay, so who or what am I healing? Now we've got those 3 things, right? Is this fear or excitement? Is the fear mine, right? And then third is who or what am I healing? Who or what am I trying to save? Who or what am I trying to protect from fear? And then the 4th is, if I wasn't functioning from fear, what do I know? Okay? And those are the questions you want to ask because, my friends, the depression isn't yours. The suicidal thoughts aren't yours. You've just been entrained. So for 20 years, I was entrained to be clinically depressed. I was put on antidepressants. I was put on all psychotropic drugs. I was put on all this shit because I was convinced I was fat and ugly. Like, you could not convince me otherwise. It doesn't matter. And if any of you know me, like, I'm not fat and ugly, right? I'm just not. And like, I might not be as thin as I would like to be, but that's just really a way to judge me so I don't have to be aware of. And so the point is, my friends, you are all aware. These are simple tools that you can use. Look up accessconsciousness.com. If you've ever done a bars class, the foundation is now allowed to be streamed online, and I'm going live on Wednesday. I'm so excited. April 1st, and no, it ain't no joke. There are people joining us from around the world, and if you would like these tools online in sparkling isolation from the comfort of your own home, you're welcome to join us. My friends, these tools, there are so many resources. And if you're like, what is Access? Go look up accessconsciousness.com. 8 years ago, when I was in probably a really hard point with my body in my life. I never thought that I'd ever be able to love my body. I never thought that I'd ever be able to have control with food and my weight and blah, blah, blah. These tools gave me the choice and the opportunity and the possibility to literally let go of a 20-year-old story that almost killed me. And so, my friends, if you've been depressed or in a 5-year, 2-year, 10-year story of fear and not enough, maybe there's something here for you. So thanks for watching today. And again, if you liked it, comment. Let us know you liked it. Let us know what else you'd like us to talk about. And if you want to give it a share on a page that you're a part of, feel free to give it a share. My friends, these tools are needed now more than ever. You are amazing, and wishing you the best of the best. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.